Hello, nice to see you again. In this video I will analyze the fifth game of the Budapest Spring Festival, which I played against women FIDE master Iva-Gal Hanna. She is the lady on the green. Actually, Hanna won the European Rapid Youth Championships 3 times. She was also a member of the Hungarian team, which achieved 4th place in the Under 16 Youth Olympiad in 2014. And actually, 2 years later, in 2016, she won the silver medal in the Hungarian Women's Championship. Yeah, in this picture, it shows when she won the Rapid Championship of the European Youth. So when I was preparing, I found she also authored a course on the King's Indian attacking manual on chessable. So then I was thinking about the strategy and I decided to play a system which makes less likely to be attacked my king and get checkmated because I know also girls are very good in attacking chess, so I wanted to play something positional. So instead of playing d4 c4, I actually decided to play the London system. So let's see the game. d4, knight f6, bishop f4, and g6. Yeah, Hanna played also d5 and also e6 in some other games. I was not sure she will play the King's Indian, but looks like she wanted to test the ideas which she was teaching in her course on chessable about the King's Indian. So I played knight f3, bishop g7. Actually pretty similar like the first round game with Grandmaster Berkes, but Berkes started with b6 bishop and then later transposed to this setup with g6. Played c3. Okay, the key idea of this setup is actually to create a huge wall against this bishop, so this bishop will be not so powerful on the attack, which normally this is one of the key pieces for black. Castling knight bd2, preparing the center, conquering the center with 2 pawns, knight c6, h3. The idea of h3 to prevent future knight g4 or bishop g4 moves. Okay, e5. Captured, and actually here was the question what to do. Capturing was not really an idea because then rook e8 and then wins back the pawn and also my king is still in the center. So my two choice was like bishop g5, the idea of capturing with the knight, or just going back to e3. Originally I wanted to play bishop e3, but then I decided to play bishop g5. But after h6, actually, I started to think, really, do I really want to capture that knight or not? Because I thought if I capture the knight, actually, queen captures, bishop c4, and play something aggressive like this and capture the rook b8, rook takes b2. And actually, black is better with the two bishops here. Yeah, black is better. Actually, but also, I was fearing actually this move. I did not realize like white has a okay defense here, because I was thinking if I castle, then look, that's very dramatic finish. Actually, this knight is pinned and cannot really saved. Yeah, like f4 I can do, but then takes and black is just winning. So actually, instead of casting knight f3 is an option here. I just wanted to show because this is a nice little trap. If queen takes g2, then there's a good move for white. Please pause the video and then we will see the solution. Rook h2, actually this traps the queen, you know, the queen actually has no escape. Wow. Knight covers the rook, so this wins the queen. So instead of capture, I decided to now go back to the original plan. Actually, I lost the tempo, but sometimes this is actually a good way of lose the tempo because it weakens a little bit more the king, so it can be actually helpful. So bishop e3, queen e7, bishop c4, developing the bishop to some nice square. Bishop e6. Actually, I was happy to see this move because usually this bishop is a dangerous bishop in the king's India, and sometimes sacrificing. So I was actually, this goes to according to my plan. I wanted to go for something like a solid position, preferably exchanging pieces, go maybe more to the end game against her to avoid this king's Indian attacks, like this aggressive attacks against my king. Play queen b3. Bishop takes c4, queen takes c4, rook f8, castling, knight h5. Okay, here was my next question: should I allow this move or not? Which later I analyzed, it looks like it's allowing is probably objectively maybe the best move, but I'm just kind of never really comfortable knight on that, so I played g3. Other option was like just play rook fd1, knight f4, knight f3, okay, d4, and then just a4. So just leaving the knight here. Knight f3 is important to stop queen g5 and attacking, but then this knight is not doing too much actually, and then can just follow the original plan to gaining space on the queen side and playing on the queen side. Maybe in some moments we can take, but I think we just leave it there, because when you take, then we need to think about then this bishop gets some life. Okay, so but anyway, I played g3 just to stop it. Queen e6. I captured back. Yeah, another thinking point what to do here, because I realized black will come with f5 and again exchanging, and that's e4, and then this bishop will be stronger. So yeah, I could just leave it there, and play like a4 following the original plan, and f5, then surprising move g4, double attack, so we're forced to take, and again rook fd1. Again, maybe a little bit surprising, this knight is not really dangerous, and just can keep this pawn here to block the bishop. Okay, I played knight b3. My idea was to threatening knight c5, and if b6, then I can quickly get some counterplay before she plays f5. Knight f6, a4, no sorry, f3 to defend the pawn, rook e8, a4, a5. I am very happy pawns are blocked on dark squares. I have a dark square bishop, she has a dark square bishop, so this we call a good bishop versus bad bishop scenario. In an endgame, I can attack the fixed pawns, she cannot attack my fixed pawns, so this is an advantage. We will see how can we maybe use it to win the game. King f2 just coming closer with the bishop f8, king e2, king g7, g4, putting all the pawns on the light square, so her bishop cannot attack it anymore. Also, yeah, I wanted to stop this, probably again coming back with the knight to make some attacks, so g4, rook d8, okay, here again it was like a turning point, or what to do, to capture, not capture, how to go forward. I captured, knight d2 was also an option, knight d2 with knight d7, knight c4, rook d5. And yeah, he has several options. Idea is doubling the rooks and slowly go on. Yeah, if knight c5, then capture. And this would be really nice to penetration. Again, good knight versus a bad bishop, because this in an endgame, I can attack the pawns, he cannot attack my pawns. Okay, but instead of knight d2, I decided to actually position my knight a different way. Knight c1, knight e8, knight d3. So here the plan is, okay, attack, how to go forward, because it looks like, yeah, I have a good bishop, bad bishop, but somehow need to attack something. So I played b4. The idea is actually exchange pawns and then Maybe we can also think about penetration. Or after, if I reposition my knight, then this pawn will be really a target, not defended by other pawns. So b4, rook a8, she did not take. Also, if she takes, then take back with the pawn, and then I will have like a nice passed pawn. So b4, rook a8, b5. Okay. Another idea was actually to play even here. Play something like c4, c5. Try to again make a target. So that's an important idea, to try to create weak pawns in the opponent camp which we can attack. But if c4, then c5 immediately, and that blocks everything, pretty hard to do anything. So that's why it was a good idea to first go with this pawn. So then if I play c4, there will be no c5 because we can exchange. Knight d6. Actually, this was a critical move. This is a mistake. Should play probably rook c8. With the idea of c4, then still c5 takes. I play rook c1, and probably still white is better, not too much an advantage. Probably exchanging, and then still those will be targets in the endgame. But after knight d6, actually white has a really strong move. Please pause the video and try to find it. c4. Actually, this is still possible to play c4 because captures, then rook c1, takes, check, and this is a huge advantage for white. Rook penetrated, this b6 pawn will be a target. Yeah, and this is a double attack threat, rook b7. Yeah, white is probably winning. So cannot take the pawn. And if it tries to do something like this to block, then I can still go for c5. Takes, rook c1. And yeah, after all the exchanges, sit to capture with a check. And yeah, this should be an advantage. Nice advantage. So here actually she decided to have a counterplay and played f5 to sacrifice a pawn. Yeah, please stop the video and try to find what's the right move for white. Actually, there are more than one good options here. Captured, because my e4 pawn was hanging, and I captured the pawn here. Knight takes e5, rook e8, defended the pawn, knight e4. Here I decided to play just the most natural move. Queen f3, go out of this file. Knight c5. Yeah, I was really happy to see actually knight c5, because now I have like this going to the endgame with a nice knight against this bishop. And an extra pawn. Captured. Okay, now develop the rook to threatening to penetrate. Another move I was really happy to see. I was thinking maybe this is a little better to stop my rook penetration, but played here, and then I was really happy to exchange rooks because I was sure the knight against the bishop should be winning. Capture. Bishop d6, and let's see how to win this one. So I think the key idea here is to actually penetrate on the queen side in the right moment and capture those pawns. And here this extra pawn used for distraction for the black king, so black king will be busy on the king side, and we can penetrate on the other side and win. Let's see how it works. So king e4, knight e5 is back, king d5. So I just, as you see, my maximum activity for my knight and king e7, and the plan will be just made to happen. G5, exchange, knight d7. I'm just ready to reposition the knight actually to start to attack this pawn. And here comes a nice move. Yeah, there are several good moves. Please try to find a good idea here how to make this easiest to win with white. Stop the video and find it. g6 actually. This is a nice move. Cannot take it. If takes, then g7 and cannot be stopped. Bishop moves. King c6 attacking the pawn. And now time to reposition. Or actually even we can do this. This was the last move and resign, because capture, then g7. And I get the bishop, get the pawn, and then win the endgame. Okay, so this was the game. I think my strategy worked pretty well to make things kind of solid and on positional waters. And I was able to actually use this idea of good bishop versus bad bishop. And slowly but surely advancing my pawns on the queen side. So let's see what's the situation in the tournament. So actually I went up a little bit. I am now on 210 players in the tournament, and now I am placed number 122. And here you can see also my playing card. So currently my preference is 2245 and losing 3 plus 3.1 rating points, so going up for the pluses hopefully. Yeah, and today I will play against Grandmaster Vishak from India, who actually lost the last 2 games, so we'll see how if it's continues that streak. Hopefully both our streak are continuous, so my winning streak and his streak of playing against Hungarian players was hard for him. We will see, but yeah, I will play with black. So actually I made my best to prepare. We'll make my best to play, and we'll see how things working out. I will make a video for the next game also, and you will figure this out hopefully tomorrow. Thank you very much for your support. If you like these videos, then please subscribe so you can get notification when it starts on. And I wish you a wonderful day, and see you very soon. Bye bye.